Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the UIM. Last time we went and finished up the 43 prayer grind to unlock protection prayers, which opens up a ton of content for obvious reasons. Plus, I got myself a kitten, how cute, and raised it to a cat in preparation for the handful of quests that a cat will be needed for. If that all doesn't sound familiar, then be sure to check out the playlist in the upper right corner to get caught up. Moving on, today I want to focus on unlocking the seed box, which will be a nice unlock to help store some of the seeds I'm accumulating in my inventory during birdhouse runs. As you can see, I currently have several different seeds that I'm holding onto, and it would be nice to consolidate them all. But before we get to all that, as always, make sure you give the video a like, get subscribed, and go check out the playlist in the upper right corner if you missed any videos in this series. Quick update for you guys. I've obviously been doing more birdhouses and farming trees, and I'm currently sitting at 59 hunter and 65 farming. Not a huge change, but figured it was worth mentioning before I start Tithe Farm, and I also got this beginner clue casket, which doesn't give me anything. With that all out of the way, it's time for me to start unlocking the seed box. In case you're not already familiar with it, it's essentially like a smaller version of the looting bag that's specifically for seeds. In other words, it takes up one inventory slot and allows you to store up to 6 different types of seeds, and unlike the looting bag, it lets you store untradables in it too, meaning I can finally have a place for this stack of spory seeds I've been collecting. To unlock the seed box, you need to get 250 points from the Tithe Farm minigame. From what I can tell, it's actually not that bad of a grind to go through, and the estimates that I'm seeing are saying it'll take somewhere around 4 hours of actively playing to get the points for the seed box. The only problem with it is this is just one piece of content that I've never done on any account whatsoever, so I'll be doing a bit of learning in this episode. In preparation for the Tithe Farm, I'll need to get some farming supplies, 8 watering cans, a seed dibber, and a spade. I do already have some of these in my tool leprechaun, but I like buying extras when I can, since you can store a bunch in there, and I don't know, it feels like it comes up way too often that I forget to store something and just drop it, and the next time I go to farm I don't have a spade or a bucket or something. Anyways, we're off. Alright, we're here at the Tithe Farm, and the first thing I need to do is get a bunch of seeds. The highest level fruit I can plant here is the Bologano seeds, and I'll just take 10,000 because why not? Now let's enter. Yes, I know what I'm doing, though I really don't. Please don't tell them. According to the wiki, the optimal strategy is to alternate planting and watering seeds between these 2 rows, then go straight down this section, back up the row next to it, and then plant another 4 along this patch beside the first 2 rows that you planted in. By the time they're all planted, the first seeds you did should be ready to get another round of watering, so just run the loop again in the same pattern as before to water the plants. Then you need to run that loop for a 3rd time for another round of watering, and then finally you should be good to go to harvest the fruit. Once the fruit is harvested, you can deposit them in this sack over here and reload your watering cans for another round of farming. Every batch of 20 fruit deposited will give you a chunk of XP and either 6 or 7 points, depending on how the fractional points round up or down. Suffice to say, this is going to take a hot minute to get the seed box, but it seems pretty chill after the first round of farming. The only thing is I'll have to make sure that I don't log out while I have seeds planted, else those plants will just disappear. It's also worth pointing out that the fruit deposited counter resets with every 100 fruit deposited, and you get bonus XP from the 75th to 100 fruit, and 2 extra points every time you reach 100 fruit. The mechanics for this are a little weird in my opinion, but if it speeds things up a little bit, I'll definitely take it. Now with all that rambling done, it's time to grind. So this minigame, if you haven't done it before, is actually extremely easy. Obviously it's farming, so it's not super high intensity stuff, but I'm only at the end of my 2nd round of harvesting stuff, and it feels so much smoother than in the 1st round. Hey, I just realized I'm working on my 5th round of plants here, but at 26 points, that means I'm more than 10% of the way there. Awesome. Level 66 farming coming in. Depositing my 200th Bologano fruit, and we get 2 bonus points, and we're sitting at 70 points total. This is the 300th fruit put in, and 2 bonus points, and we're sitting at 105 points total. I want to say this is just over 40% of the way there. Look at that, we just crossed the halfway threshold. Level 67 farming. So usually when you think of farming, it's not really a skill that you can grind out in a traditional way by just hunkering down for X amount of hours to knock out some levels. But thinking ahead, this might actually be a good way to grind out farming if I ever need to, since the farming is much faster paced here. Like say I'm a level or two off of planting spirit seeds, I can just come here for a few hours or so to knock out those levels. Also considering I'll eventually move up to the higher level Locovano fruit and I could sprinkle in some tree runs here and there, this could really help me get to 99 farming. I know I rambled for a bit, but one more point to add, the wiki estimates about 65k experience per hour with Bologano seeds and about 110k per hour using Lovagano. However, that assumes I'm close to tick perfect, so I'm probably closer to like 45 to 50k per hour currently, and would be like 90 to 100k with Logavano. Just past the 200 points mark, so we're like 80% of the way there. Level 68. Hey, that's 245 points. That means you only have to do one more round, and we're on the home stretch here. There we go, that's 250 points, and we can now purchase the seed box. So looking ahead at the rewards from Tithe Farm, there are a ton of things that I actually really want to get, like the auto weeding unlock, farmer's outfit, and honestly, basically the entire shop has cool stuff. But I'm making the executive's decision now to stay here for the Grickler's watering can, since it holds 1,000 charges of water instead of the usual 8 from regular cans. It's only 200 more points to get, so that grind should be a bit shorter than what I just did. Roughly 20% quicker if you can do math. Level 69, nice farming. I decided to get you guys a rough XP calculation doing this the not super sweaty method, and I'm sitting right around 49k experience per hour. Honestly, that's not bad at all. That's level 70 farming coming in, which unlocks poison ivy bushes. Yay! Also, I have just 2 rounds to go till I hit 450 points. This is the last round of fruit I need to collect. We're on the home stretch, baby. And there we go, that's the last of the fruit deposited. Now let's head on over to the shop and get our rewards. I'm so excited. All right, we're at the shop now, and getting the farmer's outfit right now is very tempting because of the 2.5% XP boost when wearing the set. But of course, I'm going to hold off on that for now and get the seed box. Ooh, that collection log pop-up scared me, not sure why. And also the Grickler's watering can. Nice, that's 2 new unlocks, you'd love to see that. Ah, finally, the seed box is mine! Most importantly, I can use it to stash these Hespori seeds, plus I can stack up to another 5 seeds in here to free up some inventory space. That will be super useful now that I'm on these higher level birdhouses and I get tons of seed all the time. Also, I don't know what it is, but seeing this little interface with all my seeds is very satisfying. I guess just knowing it's one inventory spot for multiple things, but whatever. Also, the Grickler's can won't make too big of an impact right now, but while I'm planting trees, it'll be nice to not have to run around refilling my watering can all the time. Anyways, it's time for me to cleanse my inventory of all the extra equipment and deposit the watering can in a tool leprechaun. Sup, buddy? I got some new toys to play with. Like I said earlier, I'm going to stash the extra spade and seed dibber because I always seem to lose them, and you can only store 1 watering can at a time, so that means I just gotta take out my old one to put my new one in. Not that big of a deal. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I don't think there was a ton of progress in this episode, though we did unlock a couple of big items that will improve my quality of life on this account, and considering that I did a bit of training for my favorite skill in the game, farming, I really can't complain. Next time I want to start unlocking some more mid-level combat gear. In particular, I'm thinking parts of Recipe for Disaster and Animal Magnetism to unlock better gloves and the Ava's accumulator. Until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Ascending's Discord server and in-game chat channel. Oh, and also feel free to leave your thoughts on this video down in the comment section below. I love you guys, I really do, and I'll catch you in the next one.